can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well,
that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Gerald
Everett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Faking the give, Darnold. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
Darnold, he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Panthers 7.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
New Orleans.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and
5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold completes it, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Williams. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey taking it right down Broadway, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 14-10.
Saints 10.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a dump off here complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Giovanni Bernard.
23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in instead?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Saints 17, Panthers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Another 3 and out.
And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Saints.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
32.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now Wentz again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On play action, Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
Flush. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the... Ten at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Eddie Pinheiro.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Darnold from the gun. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. 2nd and 20. Darnold down to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
To the air again, Darnold. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Darnold, I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Saints.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Saints.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, here's Bernard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Wentz. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Saints 33, Panthers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
That's the end.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
33.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching it.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A gain of 25.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
On the carry.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain on
this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Darnold completes it, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right. And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
New Orleans.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 54, Panthers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Who that? Right there, 54.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check three.
They'll run again with Bernard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's